All right. All right, fellas, let's talk about the NFL MVP. I mean, it's a battle between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. I got some of these stats right here from StatMuse. So if you look at it, Josh Allen stats right now: 26 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, 3,549 yards, a completion percentage of 63.8%, a passer rating of 101.2, a 5.7 touchdown percent to a 1.3 interception ratio. Then you look at Lamar Jackson stats: 39 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, few yards shy of 4,000, completing 67.9% of his passes, a 121.6 passer rating, an 8.8 touchdown percentage to a zero point 0.9 interception ratio. Champ, you called MV3 for Lamar Jackson. BRF, you think it's Lamar Jackson's at this point to lose, but this is going it's not really an easy decision because if you look at what Josh Allen did, you can't ignore what he did against Kansas City, giving the Kansas City Chiefs their first loss of the season, and he gave the Detroit Lions their first loss since week 2. I believe they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you look at what Josh Allen has been doing. I still have by a slight hair, I give Allen the slight edge. I got no problem with Lamar winning an MVP because, again, this would add to his Hall of Fame legacy. Lamar Jackson, and of course, Patrick agrees with Champ, MV3 for sure. He got to deliver in the postseason. That's my only concern. And that's a story for another day, Patrick. But when I look at Josh Allen, you're doing this without Stephon Diggs. Your first year, Stephon Diggs went to Houston. And when he went to Houston, Super Bowl contender. Now you look at Josh Allen, you look at the offense: 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. What's been a knock on Josh Allen throughout his career? Turnovers. Well, he's gotten that together. 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and him playing this well, not to mention his rushing statistics as well. You can live with that. I still got the edge to Josh Allen, but it's mind-boggling to me because last year when Lamar Jackson won the MVP, it wasn't based on stats. But now, this season, it's based on stats. Okay, I give you Lamar's stats: 39 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, near 4,000 yards. That's 121.6 passer rating. That's Aaron Rodgers esque numbers. That's what Aaron Rodgers did when he won the back-to-back MVPs in 2020 and 2021, and the year in 2011 when he threw 45 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions with a 122.5 passer rating. Lamar Jackson has gotten so much better. By the way, Todd Monkey, the offensive coordinator from the Georgia Bulldogs, better give him a contract extension. And chances are this may actually help his chances as far as getting a head coaching job. Because if you could work with a guy like Lamar Jackson, and if this is the best we can get from Lamar Jackson as a passer, with the combination of his ability to run the football, hey, you're going to have a hell of a chance becoming a head coach. Because again, they love them play callers. But if I look at it, I got to give the slight edge to Josh Allen. He does have the wins. Buffalo's the number 2 seed. I got to give it to Josh Allen. And yes, Lamar Jackson, he did answer the bell. He finally got got a victory against Pittsburgh. To your point, BRF, the first time Lamar Jackson finally got to play Pittsburgh at his home, not at Pittsburgh, at his home in Baltimore, and he played well enough. I'm going to give Josh Allen the slight edge, man, because I don't know how you're going to ignore the victories against Detroit, against Kansas City, what he's had to doing without Stephon Diggs, and on top of that, the turnovers, because that's been the knock with Josh Allen. So BRF, I'm gonna let you go. Make your case for Lamar Jackson.
I mean, this is what I'll say. I know last year Lamar Jackson winning the MVP wasn't based on stats, but to add some context, Lamar Jackson, that last part of the season, there was no definitive MVP candidate had stepped up.
Oh, the San Francisco and the Miami games.
Basic, and I think Dallas was on that slate last year. He basically ran through the murderer's row as far as like a schedule and destroyed everybody and played great football in the process. And that's what ultimately got him the MVP. It wasn't just necessarily the stats. He played well in the biggest matchups and the biggest moments last year, and he had the stats to go along with that. So we were waiting for someone to just take it, and Lamar Jackson last year took it, and there was just no arguing about that. And I've been on the Josh Allen bandwagon really since the beginning, really since about week 4, week 5, when he was really starting to show himself with, not having the talent that he's accustomed to having. I mean, not saying like Keon Coleman isn't a good player, not like saying Khalil Shakur isn't turning into one of the better slot receivers in the National Football League. Not saying James Cook isn't a good back, not saying Dalton Kincaid is a bad tight end. It's not. He's got talent, but it's just the way he's basically backpacked them into being the number 2, and into being like the number 2 seed in the AFC and already clinching the AFC East championship, getting in the playoffs. I kind of feel why I kind of, what I'm saying, people would understand why I've been on the Josh Allen train. It's just that it's getting to a point now. These numbers are just, they're going to be too astronomical to ignore at this point. When you're looking at 39 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, a 121 passer rating, he's gonna hit 4,000. He's gonna hit 4,000 passing yards. What's his rushing yardage is like?
I'm gonna go look it up right now.
837 yards.
This damn man has an outside shot that hit 1,000 yards rushing. If he goes 4,000 passing, 1,000 rushing, you have no choice but to give it to him. You have no choice. And the fact that he has over 40 combined touchdowns with his passing and his rushing, and shout out to Flash because he brought this up. If it gets to a point where the numbers are just too big to ignore, you can't. Even though you give Josh Allen props for being able to carry that team the way he has, and it could be one of the greatest carry jobs in the history of the National Football League if he gets that Buffalo Bills team to the Super Bowl. And people are going to say, well, he's got Derrick Henry. Yes, he does. And Derrick Henry has been an MVP candidate himself for a lot of this year. But even still, they're making it easy. They're making it easier on each other because you can't focus on one or the other when it comes to the rushing attack. So honestly, it's been like a win-win situation for both because they've been able to really help each other out. They've made it easy on each other. But with Lamar, I see the 68% completion percentage. I see the numbers on the bottom. What you had was astonishing to me. 8.8 touchdown percentage and a .9 interception percentage. Like how the numbers are going to be too ridiculous to argue with at this point at the rate Lamar Jackson is going. If he gets to like 45, 46 combined touchdowns, 4,000 passing yards, 1,000 rushing yards, and that completion percentage and that passer rating goes up or stays where it's at this point, you can't. The numbers are going to be so great. It's going to be like, okay, yeah, we get it. He might have a little more talent, but he's playing at such a high level. Lamar Jackson right now might be the best player position by position. Lamar Jackson might finally be the best player right now in the National Football League. And I get it. We got to get to the playoffs, and we know how Patrick Mahomes is come playoff time. We get that. But if we're looking at right now, not taking any reputation thing, not taking any previous years into account, if you're looking at right now, position for position, Lamar Jackson might be the best player right now in the National Football League. Yes, he's got to show it in the postseason, but we're not there yet. We're talking about the regular season. I just, like I said, the numbers are just too ridiculous to ignore at this point. I think I think right now I think Lamar Jackson got number 3 locked up. The numbers are going to be too astronomical to ignore at this point.
Okay, Patrick mentions a great point. Baltimore did destroy Buffalo early in the season. I don't know. I mean, Harrison, what's your thoughts?
I'm so glad that you didn't put Patrick Mahomes on this because my goodness gracious. All right.
Why
Yeah,
would I
I
do
mean,
that?
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at your face, PS.
Why? Come on. Why would I put Patrick Mahomes at this point? Come on, man.
because Chiefs fans are gonna get mad at you. But I'm sorry.
Nobody gives a nobody. I'll say it before you go. Nobody gives two craps about what Chiefs fans thinks about the MVP voting at this point. Patrick Mahomes should be nowhere near an MVP trophy this year. And we love us some Patrick Mahomes, but he should be nowhere near the MVP trophy this year.
Agreed. Sorry, PSP, but like I gotta.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, it's like apples and oranges, pancakes and waffles. What do you want for breakfast? And also, what is your favorite fruit? Apples or pears? But like, or apples or oranges. I mean, a point, like, what is it? A 0.8 interception rate?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I'll put up the stat right here. I think I got it. There you go.
yeah, like a 0.9 like interception rate. I mean, like, 4 of those interceptions wasn't his fault. I feel like 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4 of those interceptions were mainly tip balls. There was one against the Commanders, if I'm not mistaken, and I forgot the rest of them. I mean, the rest of them were 3 out of 4 or tip passes, or the one that he throws on accident. Lamar should win the MVP, but I love Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is by far the second or third best quarterback in the NFL. But like, I'm still gonna give it to. I think the stats are not even close. The stats are not even close. I'm taking Lamar Jackson to win the MVP, and it's not even close. If he plays like that and makes the Super Bowl, I mean, still you gotta get MVP right there if he beats Mahomes. But it's still good. I mean, I'm just saying, give it to Lamar Jackson.
He's already
man.
going to the Hall of Fame.
It's already I don't know first ballot, but he's still gonna make the Hall of Fame.
If he wins another MVP, this solidifies he's already a first ballot because to win 3 MVPs, and when you have multiple MVPs in Rodgers and Mahomes, and to be doing this, mind you, considering what Bill Polian once said about him, didn't think he was going to be that good enough as a quarterback. Lamar Jackson, top 3, top 4 quarterback right now, currently in the NFL?
Yeah.
Oh, he's top. He's definitely for me. He's top 3. For me, he's top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3? Okay.
Mahomes, Allen, and Lamar Jackson right now. If you want to put Joe Burrow in there, I won't knock you. But I think right now, if you want to talk about top 3 quarterbacks in the league, it's Patrick Mahomes, it's Josh Allen, it's Lamar Jackson.
I'm surprised you didn't put Justin
I'm
Herbert.
not gonna deny that. I say Mahomes, no particular order. Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Herbert right now, and also Lamar. I mean, you guys agree with that?
Thank you for giving Justin Herbert some love, man. Justin Herbert, thank you for giving that boy his love, man. Because
I can't doubt that guy. Shout out to Brandon for the block. He always loves Justin Herbert a lot. Always
thank you.
Justin Herbert.
Well,
believes.
he finally has a coach, as opposed to what he had in Brandon Staley.
That's the truth.
Yeah, but yeah, just give it to Lamar. We'll all be happy. The end. All right.
And one more quick point before we move on, because this goes back to a TikTok that I made. For those that are saying they have fatigue of Lamar Jackson, this is to a video I made about Nikola Jokic back a while back. Hey, if I'm Lamar Jackson and I already have 2 MVPs and I'm playing like the best overall player in the National Football League, if you're tired of me winning them, I don't care. Tell your team to stop me. Tell these other teams to stop me. Until then, I'm going to keep snatching these bad boys up if I'm the best player in the league. It is what it is.
I still got the edge to Josh Allen because I just think, I understand if you take away Lamar Jackson out of the equation, how would Baltimore would be, but with Josh Allen, to the point with the turnovers, not only that, we thought who was going to be the team that was going to compete against them. The New York Jets, not even damn close. And with Josh Allen to beat Kansas City and to beat Detroit, And let's not also forget the game he had against the Rams too. Even though they lost that game, but still Josh Allen put up crazy ideal numbers. It's going to be tough. I mean, I understand Lamar with the passer ratings, best touchdown to interception ratio, passer rating, and stuff like that. It's going to be hard to say no to Josh Allen, but hey, if you want to go with Lamar Jackson, I can't be knocking you with this.